Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives.
I'll take you for a ride.
Welcome everybody to Wisecast episode 7.
Yo!
I am your host.
Sorry, I was trying to recreate the last night's episode.
Yeah, I'm your host.
That's what I did in last night's episode. Sorry, guys, that we couldn't get one out to you last night. Sorry to cut you off again. I did that last night as well.
No, it's
and
all
that
good.
Was the plan.
It's because we haven't really been doing our ritual beforehand. And
but also, like, we have 2 mics now.
we do.
And we ran into a little bit of difficulties last night when we came to recording and exporting. We also have new software, so there's a little bit of difficulty there.
However, we've figured it out, and we are true to our word, and we are getting you the podcast this morning.
Yeah, it probably will be actually launching more around noon, but you're still going to get a podcast episode today.
It's true.
If you don't know who we are, my name is Jacob Moore. You can find me on Twitter at JakeMoore1.
I am Aaron Weiss. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at The Weiss is Right. We're going to start this episode with a couple of reviews. We have 3 reviews, actually. We'll start with the shortest and the oldest first. The title of this review is Amazeballs with 5 Z's. This comes from our friend Rachel Ash. She's a fan of the podcast, listens pretty much every episode. And
she's a good friend.
Yeah, she just said she's a big fan. Next, we actually don't know this next person.
Yeah. I want to know who you are, Misfit82.
Misfit82. He says, great show. Love this podcast. Great stuff. Thank you for the kind words, Misfit.
Yeah.
We'd like to
send us an email, Misfit.
Yeah,
we want to know who you are.
Yeah, we want to give you a proper shout out on an episode. So send us an email at feedback@wisecast.com.
Yeah, we'll give you a proper shout out with your name. And if you don't want your name to be on the episode, we just personally want to know who you are.
Yeah, so we might personally thank you via email.
Yeah, so that would be great if you're into it. And we have another one, Broken Nose Guy.
Broken Nose Guy. We also know this guy. His title is Good Stuff. This podcast is amazing. Listening to the 2 of the coolest guys in West Point always brings up my stoke, which
that's weird.
Yeah, we're pretty sure it's a cigar term, but he runs cross country, so there's no way it's a cigar term.
Yeah. Anyways, Broken Nose Guy. Thanks, Micah.
Yeah, we really appreciate your support.
Yeah, we couldn't do it without love and support from our listeners. And if you're one of those people listening on Apple, go ahead and rate us. We'll read it online, on live, on podcast, on recording.
Yeah.
Something like I'll get to the words.
We'll do a live recording one day, and we'll also be reading the reviews then if we have any. However, until then, we'll just read reviews in the first part of the podcast.
Yeah, I think this is the perfect time for us to do our new segment.
Yeah.
Okay, Google. All right, you're not gonna work. Tell me a joke.
Sure, here's one of my favorites.
Here's a joke just in time for Valentine's Day.
Oh.
What's the difference between a $20 steak and a $55 steak? Valentine's Day.
That was good. I don't know if that's going to come through as well as we hope, because I forgot that we have like 3 Google devices in here, and all 3 of them tried to answer. Yeah. Anyways, that was a quality joke. We'll have to remember that for next time to mute one of them.
Yeah. So our new segment is the joke of the week from Google Assistant.
Yeah, that was a good one. Today's Valentine's Day when recording. So it was a Valentine's Day joke. I like that they're relevant.
And you know what? From there, we could actually go straight into From Around the Web.
Yes. We got a lot coming at you from around the web, as you can hear. Our first one actually comes from Google. Anyone, do you know what Google Fiber is?
I do. Oh, actually, is that the thing from Google that helps you have a bowel movement?
Yes.
Okay.
Google Fiber helps you poop. No, it's their internet service provider.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
So fiber optic cable transmits data very fast.
Yeah.
So they bring it into, I think it's like 16 different cities.
Wow.
Currently that have it, but they're leaving a city.
Which one are they leaving?
They're leaving Louisville on April 15th.
Oh my gosh! On tax day of all days.
Ooh, that is tax day.
Yeah.
Man, sorry, Louisville. Anyway, so they're leaving because there just isn't the infrastructure there. I used to lay fiber optic cables. I know we mentioned this last night, so it's not as a shock to you.
Gasp.
But, I used to lay fiber optic cable, so I know a little bit about the laying process. I never had to lay it in the city. I laid it on the side of the road.
Right.
So we had a tool that would go dig into the dirt, and it would physically lay it for you and cover it for you. The way they were doing it in the city, they were having to dig about 4 inches into the concrete if they were going to into a industrialized area.
Right.
And they were covering it with a sealant that would make it easy for them to get to for service access. Which I find interesting.
Yeah.
But the issue is that for some reason that's not working for them. And Louisville is saying that they have to go deeper. And in order to do what they really want to do in Louisville, they would have to redo the entire infrastructure.
That's ridiculous.
And it's going to be stupid expensive.
And also, according to the article, AT&T's not cooperating.
Yeah. Which I find insane. Just cooperate, AT&T.
Yeah, so they have a bunch of telephone poles.
We'll talk more about AT&T not cooperating later.
Right. They have a bunch of telephone poles that, honestly, they're the only ones using them.
Yeah.
And
it's really annoying.
They don't want to work with anyone else.
I wish companies worked with each other more.
Yeah.
They should.
It's better for the consumer. And, yeah, sure, AT&T probably has their own fiber in Louisville.
I imagine they do.
So they don't want to be nice to the competition. But, I mean, this is good for everyone. Google Fiber is an inexpensive way to get gigabit Ethernet fiber optic cable into your home.
And I don't know many people that have fiber optics. We have fiber optic Google.
Yeah.
We have a friend, Tyler Lee. Granted, he just moved, so I imagine he still has fiber. Google Fiber, but I don't know if he does.
He probably does because knowing him, he researched.
I know whenever that was the perk of living in his apartment complex. He looked to go there, but now that he bought a house, I'm not sure if it's still in his market. Tyler, if you're listening, give us a shout out. I want to know if you still have Google Fiber, and I want to know if it's really worth the speeds. Is the speed really that good?
I feel like it would be.
It has to be.
You have to have a really nice router, though, too. Unless you're just doing direct.
He probably is doing direct.
He probably is.
Anyways, Tyler, give us an email thread going. I wanted to know more about Google Fiber.
Yeah.
This next one comes from your favorite Battle Royale game that dropped last week.
Oh, what's that?
We have a combination of probably 80 hours now.
Yeah.
We have a combination of 80 hours played on this game. Apex Legends. I know y'all are waiting for us to talk more about Apex Legends. It is good.
The game right now.
The best free-to-play game I've played.
Way better than another game that we'll bring up later.
Yes, that other game I can't wait to tell you more about.
So, Apex Legends, we talked about it last week. It's a mixture between Call of Duty Blackout, Overwatch, and Fortnite, PUBG.
Yeah, it's a really good free-to-play game.
Yeah,
they did it right.
Very fast-paced, very fun. They just
very squad based. I love it.
Very squad based. They recently released their 1-year roadmap for the Battle Pass.
Yeah, and it looks pretty good.
There will be 4 seasons starting in March, and there will be one every 3 months. And each season will come with new weapons, new weapon skins, and a new character. And if the price is right for all 4 seasons, I'm thinking no more than $60 total.
Yeah.
Or maybe even $20 a season. That's probably the most I would pay.
Okay.
I think I'll get it because I've invested so much time in it already. I already love the characters, and I want to see what it'd be like with different characters so I can have different play styles. I also would eventually like to either see modifications to the current map or just a completely new map.
Yeah, I would really like a new map.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with the map now.
Right.
It's just, it gets old very quickly. When you play 80 hours... I mean, that's combined 80 hours. So when you each play 40 hours on one map, you kind of get bored with it. You want some kind of variety.
Even though
there's places I've never been on this map.
Yes, there are places.
I explored somewhere brand new last night.
It was beautiful.
I was shocked. I thought I've explored everything, and I guess I haven't. But I'm excited for new guns.
Yeah, I am too. And the one thing that I like about Fortnite is even though they haven't released a new map, and yes, I'm talking about Fortnite, not Apex, they have modified their map as it's gone on. So it's been changing.
Because they have that ongoing story that is happening. Each month there's something happening.
Right.
Which is kind of impressive.
And so if Apex doesn't get a new map and they do something similar to Fortnite in that manner, I wouldn't be very mad because I mean I'd like to explore a new area of at least that map, and maybe a quarter of it gets changed or something like that.
And so I know when we first started playing Apex, I mentioned how it has like a very Hunger Game-esque feel.
Yeah, more so than the other Battle Royale
with
games.
the announcer coming over, like talking about First Blood, how many people are alive. And come to find out, like, that was what they were going for.
Yeah.
If you go to EA's website, and there's also a video out there somewhere where, like, someone does a little more in-depth explanation of the story. It's this place, it's this high-stakes game where, like, these people, like, it's, like, advertised as a high-stakes game where, like, people come and last squad wins. So it is, like, kind of, like, given to you as, like, this Hunger Game-esque game, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, it's awesome. So
I would love to see an actual Hunger Games.
That would be so fun.
Yeah. I don't know who would do that well. Anyways.
I mean, honestly, I didn't think, like, no one saw that Apex was coming.
Yeah,
until,
Apex just dropped out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, I think we mentioned it in the last episode.
There was, like, a 2 days notice.
And then dropped.
It dropped. It was crazy. Yeah, we mentioned it a little in the last episode. We had both played, like, one match or two.
Obviously, we've played a lot more since then.
Yep.
So, playing more this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
We'll probably talk about it next week as well.
We probably will.
Anyways, moving on. We've got Android Q. So if y'all don't know about Android Q, it's the next version of Android coming after Pi. So that's the one we're currently on.
Yeah.
And they're rolling out RCS messaging to third-party apps.
That is huge. If you don't know what RCS is like iMessage, essentially.
Yeah.
Google's been working on it apparently for a couple years. And
they've been working on it longer than I think they should.
Yeah.
And I understand the issue is they have so many different. So Apple has it easy.
Yeah.
They keep it within network.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Android, they're trying to integrate it into so many different companies.
But
allowing it to be the third-party apps opens it up to all these companies.
It does.
And makes it a lot easier to get in.
And here's the other thing. Google, I think they've kind of gone about it the right way, even though it's been really slow. They are starting with their in-house phone, the Pixel.
Pixel
which,
3 XL and 3.
We both have now. Yeah. And then they went to the next biggest manufacturer, which is Samsung.
Yeah.
Which Samsung's probably arguably bigger still. But they wanted to start in-house and then go to a third party. But
the issue is with the company. So like you mentioned AT&T, like AT&T has
the networks.
AT&T has had RCS messaging for a while.
Yep.
But it's the quote-unquote advanced messaging, so it's only good for Samsung phones.
Yeah.
So only good in between other Samsung devices.
Yeah.
And that's really what bothers me. Like, I have a Pixel 3 XL, but because of my network limitations, I'm not allowed to update to having RCS.
Yeah, and the only network that supports RCS for the Pixel 3 XL is Verizon, because that's who Google partnered with to sell through carriers. And that's fine, I guess. But, like, T-Mobile's had RCS for a while.
It makes me want to switch to Google Fi.
Yeah.
And the only reason I don't is because I'm grandfathered into a really nice unlimited plan.
Yeah.
And it's cheap. It's still cheaper for me to pay my parents every month than for me to go to Google Fi.
Yeah. And
granted, whenever my parents decide to kick me off their plan, I probably will go to Google Fi.
I probably will too, but...
If you don't know what Google Fi is, it's Google's network for a cell phone provider.
It runs off Sprint, US Cellular, and...
Verizon, I think.
Is it Verizon?
I think so.
But it's a great network. It uses a mixture of cell towers and Wi-Fi.
It's pay what you use, which I love the model.
Yeah. Or you never pay more than $80 for the plan itself.
I thought it was 70 or 60. I mean,
I thought it was too, but you never pay more than $60 for the gigs, but you still have to pay the $20 base for the phone.
Yeah,
and,
but I really like it because, like, if I use a gig and a half, they're not going to charge me $20.
Right, they're going to charge you
$15. So what I like is my bill will look like it's going to be $20 for those 2 gigs, but once they read what I've actually used, they'll go, okay, cool, and they'll credit me the $5 towards my next account, which is really nice.
And
I don't know how other companies do it. I just send my dad money.
After you use 6 gigs on Google Fi, they stop charging you, so you're never going to pay more than $80.
Yeah.
And that's beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, if I went to Google Fi, I would obviously turn on my Wi-Fi more. I don't use Wi-Fi now.
Same, because I also have unlimited.
I have unlimited data. AT&T throttles my data though at 16 gigs.
T-Mobile throttles mine at 22, but I've never.
I very rarely. The only time I've ever hit 16 gigs was over Christmas break. Mm-hmm. I was using my GPS. I traveled a combination of 10 hours in car.
Yeah.
So I used my GPS for 10 hours straight, essentially, while streaming music.
Yeah.
So I reached 16 gigs really quick.
So T-Mobile's nice because it doesn't count against your data usage for music streaming
or
nice. 480p video streaming.
Oh, interesting.
So that's pretty nice.
That's good to know. Well, anyways, yeah. Android Q opening up RCS to third-party apps is huge. Textra, that means Textra can get on board. Yep. Textra is probably one of the biggest third-party messaging apps I can think of. And I don't know any others.
Well,
I mean, I know there's some other ones out there, but I don't think they're as well made.
Actually, Facebook Messenger is pretty popular.
I hate Facebook
I do
Messenger.
too, but
golly,
it's if you're into having all of your messaging in one place, Facebook Messenger is good for that. It's not for us.
Facebook Messenger is nice though. There are a lot of people international that I still keep up with, and so Facebook Messenger allows that to happen. But it's just a little. Yeah. It's a little too gimmicky for me.
Speaking of Messenger, real quick, doesn't Facebook own WhatsApp?
Yes, they do.
I don't understand why they don't really combine the two apps. Like,
I think because they advertise it as two different things.
Yeah, but essentially
they're the same. Yeah, I've actually fallen in love with WhatsApp.
I love WhatsApp. Yeah,
I've used it a lot. I know I've mentioned before. I'm in a long distance relationship with my girlfriend Kristen, who is over in England right now.
She's fighting the war over there.
Yeah, the war on I don't know, whatever war. Anyways, but yeah, war. So yeah, like I've been using WhatsApp to communicate with her a lot, and it's not that bad of an app.
Yeah,
you can call through the app.
Yep.
The times I've spent abroad, I use WhatsApp exclusively for text
Can you
messaging.
Video message?
They don't have that yet.
They don't have that, but Facebook Messenger does.
Yes, Facebook Messenger does.
See, that's why I think they should just integrate.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not the only reason, but like instead of bringing all the features to both, just merge them.
Yeah, I can see that. Are we moving on to the next one?
Yeah, let's move on.
This next one's about Rick and Morty. It's our favorite show that we never talk about.
Yep.
We were really into it. I started rewatching it recently.
Yeah.
I think it might have been because of that. I have a friend who's a graphic designer. He made us a couple mock-up logos, and one of them had Rick in the background, and so that made me think of Rick and Morty. So I started watching again.
Who knows? Maybe that logo can be on a T-shirt someday, huh?
Yeah, maybe, or not. Anyways, if you're interested in some graphic design stuff, check him out. His name is Tamar Noel. It's an interesting name. I think you can find him as Saint Noel on Instagram. Anyways, or drop me a line in the email. I'll shoot you his email. He does some really good work. We're gonna use it eventually. I think
very modern stuff. Love the work that he's done.
Yeah.
That I've seen.
But anyways, so the director or the executives of Adult Swim talked about how Rick and Morty's fans are toxic.
Wow.
Or not all of them. There's a very select group that are toxic.
Yeah.
And it makes sense because Rick, who plays a drunk granddad, is kind of careless and toxic on the show.
And reckless.
Yeah, and so I think it's awesome that Adult Swim's coming out and saying, like, hey, we understand that we got some toxic fans, and we're just going to, like, if something happens, quickly nip it in the bud, but also not give them more light than they need.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that, like, they're saying, hey, like, we're going to address the issue, and we're going to say, hey, like, you need to stop doing this, but we're also not going to give them, like, the glorification of, like, advertising on the news, like, oh, look at these fans, they did this. So I find that really interesting, and I think that might affect the next season.
It might.
I think we might see a little not dumbed down, but, like, more watered down Rick, not as drunk.
Yeah, and so one of the creators, their best friend, worked on another show called Gravity Falls that was on Disney XD.
Yeah.
And Gravity Falls is kind of similar in weirdness / humor, but
Gravity Falls is good.
It's more marketed towards kids.
Yeah, I actually really enjoy Gravity Falls.
Yeah, I think it's hilarious, and it didn't last as long as it should have. It's only 2 seasons. But they have confirmed that the shows are linked.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I think if Gravity Falls can have the same like sense of humor and be towards kids, I don't see why Rick and Morty couldn't.
That's true.
There's
I
like
see that.
no reason for the gratuitous violence.
There's not like sometimes it makes sense in terms of like it's geared towards adults, and sometimes it's funny. But like they could just dumb it down some. Like it doesn't need to be F-bomb every single time Rick goes to talk. Like that gets annoying after a while.
It does. And there's a difference. Like I didn't mean to say that. There's no reason to be as thought-provoking of a show as they are, but also try to be edgy. It's like a really weird mix.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
But it's still a good show. Looking forward to season 4. Some people didn't like season 3, but it's kind of grown on me as it's been out, and I've gotten to watch it all back to back.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's why. I think season 3, Rick just got really reckless, and I think that's why I didn't like it as much, honestly.
Yeah, and also so the first episode of season 3 was fantastic. Yeah, and then it just it started out on almost too much of a high note, and it couldn't build from there.
Yeah, I also there was a long delay in between season 2 and season 3, so I think there was so much hype that some people just didn't like it. Yeah, and I think that's fine. They definitely they got approved for 70 more episodes. Yeah, so that's insane.
Yeah, and so by their standards, that's like 10 or 7 more
seasons. So they're going to be around for a while if they actually follow through with it. I know that it is rumored that they will have a 4th season sometime this year. Yeah, I imagine it being April or May.
If they do what they did last time, they'll probably do an April Fool's release. Yeah. For the first episode, and then the next few episodes will come out later in the summer. Gotcha.
But
I'd like to see that. I hope season 4 continues the story from season 3. I kind of like where it's going.
Yeah, it's an interesting storyline right now. I'm really into it. Like I said, I'm starting to rewatch it. Yeah. I think I just finished the first season recently, so that's interesting. I only really get time to watch on the weekends right now because of jobs. I say job. I only have one job, but it feels like job sometimes. Yeah. Anyways,
we're going to move on to the last article.
Yeah, you got this one.
Yeah, it's from IGN, and it's written by one of the editors that actually it's not really on any of the podcasts that I listen to from IGN. His name's Tom Marks.
You know pretty much everyone of it. Not physically, personally.
But yeah, but I recognize a lot of names.
So this is one of those names you don't recognize.
Yeah. So this opinion piece is called "I Miss When Battle Royales Were Boring," and I that piqued my interest, and I started reading it, and he talks about how he likes where the direction of battle royales are going. Like we said, Apex is very fast paced. Games last no longer than 25 minutes. Fortnite's kind of similar, but like the movement of specifically Apex is very quick.
Yes, it is,
especially compared to PUBG, and that's kind of what he means. He misses slow paced battle royale. Like a game of PUBG can last like upwards of an hour almost if you win.
Yeah, and there's always gonna be a special place in my heart for PUBG. I still remember that first day that I said, hey, screw it, I'm gonna buy PUBG on Steam. I couldn't wait any longer for it to come on Xbox. And me and our friend Aaron Hargrove, we spent...
Happy belated birthday, Aaron Hargrove.
Yeah, we talked a lot about you in the last episode. It was your birthday. We gave you a shout out. We had a 26 Reasons Why section that took us 26 minutes. It's not going to happen, man. It's not your birthday anymore. Get over it.
Yeah.
Anyways,
sorry for screwing up the last night's recording.
But we spent a lot of time playing. Like we would take turns playing on my PC. So like PUBG will always have a special place in my heart. One of my favorite games in history right now. Yeah. It's definitely top 5. But Apex has stolen it, and I think it's just because I got tired of it being so slow paced. Yeah. PUBG it is slow.
Not only is it like actually gameplay slow and like kind of
the map is so big.
Like it's like war simulation. But for Xbox specifically, it took forever to get the new maps. And so like towards the end of when we were playing a lot, I mean we still play every once in a while, but towards the end of when we were like playing consistently like 3-4 times a week, it just, like, we got tired of playing the same map. It was really buggy on Xbox for a while. Now it's gotten a lot better.
Yeah, it has gotten a lot better.
But
still not the greatest.
It's not.
I don't know why.
It wasn't enough to bring us back from Apex.
On Steam, it was great.
Yeah.
I mean, it still is great. I played it a couple months ago, and it looks beautiful.
And if you love PUBG, we're not shizzing on it at all.
I still love PUBG. Like,
love it.
I still play occasionally. I mean, like a couple episodes, I went home and played right after that, like right after recording.
Yeah, and I played recently because Apex is only 3-man squads. We had our fourth man get online and say that he wanted to play. We switched over, and we played a couple rounds. Didn't do too bad, but it was difficult to get used to. Yeah,
it really was. But I mean, overall, I see where he's coming from.
Yeah.
They're, like, Battle Royale games are just getting weird right now.
They are.
In the sense that, like, you have, like, my first introduction to Battle Royale was slow pace, and then, obviously, like, people don't want always to be slow paced.
They don't.
And so I think that's where it's nice to have a mixture.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like Apex where they're making kind of a mixture. Like, there's times where, like, we've gone entire games of Apex without seeing people until the last 3.
Yeah, and so actually this morning I was showing a friend of mine Apex. He'd been wanting to get it, but his Xbox isn't with him right now. It's at his parents' house. He's at school, and I was showing him the game, and before we started playing, I was telling him how fast-paced it is, and I was like how ridiculous it can get. But literally, the game that I played, I didn't see anyone until the final 3.
Wow.
Yeah, and he was like, "Are you sure it's fast-paced?" And I was like, "Yeah, it usually is." And
it honestly just comes down to, like, where you decide to drop. Like, sometimes it's really, really hot. And I just learned last night that little bubble that's on the, like, whenever you first load in, there's a little section that says, like, hot zone. There's always, like, really random spots where I'm like, there's no way that's a hot zone. Like, we're never gonna be able to jump there. I read underneath it saying hot zone, and it's saying that that area will have higher tiered loot than normal, and you have a better chance of getting a fully loaded weapon. Yeah. And I actually got a fully loaded weapon last night for the first time. Yes, I got the achievement.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. That's the only reason I picked up the weapon. I actually ended up using it because I had the digital
it's great
optics on it. I love the digital optics.
Yeah, when I picked one up, it was a fully loaded wingman, and at the time, that was my favorite weapon.
I got a fully loaded prowler, and I don't like the prowler.
Not a big fan of the prowler.
I still used it. I actually got, I think, 2 kills with it.
Actually, if you get the attachment, you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't. What is that? Is it the one that makes it a 5-round burst?
No, you can do. I think it's 1, 3, or 5, so you can change it down to 1.
Okay.
And I actually really enjoy it when it's changed down to 1.
But it doesn't go to 5. It only goes to 5 if you have an attachment, I think.
Yeah, same with that.
Yeah, I don't know what attachment. I've never.
It's the same thing as the skull piercing.
Okay.
For
the hobnob thing.
Yeah, I forget what it's called. It's a hop up. Yeah, hop up. That's what it's called.
Yeah, I don't know why you would go to 1 though. 1 shot.
I really enjoy semi-automatic because I love pulling the trigger.
Yeah, well, I like the 5-round burst is nice. It's the perfect rounds.
Yeah.
Like throwing rounds down range. 5 rounds. It's great. I love it. Sweet. Moving on. I think that's all from around the web for this week.
It is.
What do we got? Oh, we didn't mention earlier that we're dedicating a portion of this podcast to the Nintendo Direct.
Oh yeah, how could we forget?
Happened last night.
Yes.
And so be on the lookout. It's coming up after a while, but we will have a portion dedicated to Nintendo Direct.
Keep your ears open.
We have a lot to talk about,
this especially
since we've been able to play.
Yes.
Well, you'll see what we're talking about.
We'll give our live impressions of one of the games. But for right now, we're going to talk about some of the movies that we've watched lately.
Yeah, we both have watched Hell or High Water.
Yes, incredible movie.
Great movie. The cinematography in it was
beautiful.
Outstanding.
Yes.
I actually once watched a YouTube video talking about some of the best single-shot introductions to a movie.
Yeah.
So that's where, like, you have one camera and it starts recording, and it's only one camera for as long as it can be.
Wow.
And it was saying that this movie is one of the best, and I didn't know that this was the movie until we started watching it. As soon as that clip started, I was like, "This is that movie," and I I loved it. And it's just from that moment to the very end, the cinematography of it, like they did a great job at capturing the feel of the movie, but also like doing it on like both sides of the characters, and also in a way that wasn't really spoiling anything, but also gave you like an anticipation, like, oh, I know what's going to happen next,
right? Just
because of the way that the camera action is working.
Yes, and this all happens within like 1 minute.
Yeah, less than that, honestly.
Yeah, I think 30, 45 seconds.
The introduction was like 45 seconds, and within the first 45 seconds, you see everything that's about to happen, and you're anticipation. You're just like, what are you about to do? Don't go in there because you know what's about to happen.
Yep. And
I'm trying not to give anything away.
So, the movie's about two brothers, and they're both bank robbers, and pretty much...
But one of them's not bank robber by trade.
Yeah, one's just like kind of desperate for some money.
And the other one just got out of jail.
Yeah. And so the sheriff, played by Jeff Bridges, is after them both. And
he's a really good sheriff.
Yeah, really good sheriff. Really classic Jeff Bridges performance. Yeah. He actually got nominated for an Oscar for that.
Oh,
yeah.
I did not know. Did he win?
No, he didn't, sadly. I wish he did. I think he's only won one Oscar, and that was for Crazy Heart a few years ago.
Never seen Crazy Heart.
Me neither, but he was a country singer in that movie.
Maybe we should watch it this weekend.
Maybe we should. But yeah, it's a great movie. Recommended. It's on Netflix. It's not a very long movie.
Yeah, it was like the perfect length.
Yeah, and actually, one of my favorite screenwriters right now wrote the movie. His name's Taylor Sheridan. Great writer. He also wrote and directed a movie called Wind River, which is also on Netflix, and he wrote both Sicario movies.
Okay.
So
I've seen Wind River. Love that movie. I haven't seen the Sicario movies.
I've only seen Sicario 1. I haven't seen Day of the Soldado yet.
Wind River is a great movie, though.
Yes.
I highly recommend everyone to watch that.
Yes.
It's such a good
Both
movie.
are on Netflix. Wind River and Hell or High Water are both on Netflix. I don't know where you can find Sicario for streaming, but
I'm sure it's out there somewhere.
Yeah, they're all great movies. He's a fantastic screenwriter. Jacob, obviously we've both been playing Apex lately.
Yeah, we have.
And we kind of already talked that to death. So
but we've also have played board games, and
we have.
I know it's not on the docket, but I've played a board game that I haven't mentioned.
Yeah.
I found this website called Board Game Enterprise, I think it was.
Wow.
Or no, Board Game Arena. I actually
Arena.
Just played my turn on Hanabi on this game. So Board Game Arena is this website that people have created like virtual versions of the game. And so you're able to play online,
right?
Which is really cool. So me and my girlfriend played a game of Hanabi yesterday.
The one that's overseas in war, in England.
Yeah, exactly, that one. But it's really cool. I'm in a turn-based game right now, so real-time turn-based. It says it can take like 2 days for a game of Hanabi. It's like every once in a while I get an email, I just go in there and like play a quick round. So it's really cool. I really enjoy it. There's a ton of games on here. A lot of games I've wanted to play, but I don't own. So I think I'm gonna check it out and use it as a way to see like, is this really a game that I wanna purchase? So that's been a lot of fun. But you've also played a board game.
Yeah. Yesterday I played one of my favorite games called Forbidden Island with a few of my students, and Forbidden Island is a cooperative board game. The board is actually 16 tiles that you set up and arrange into an island. All of the tiles have a corresponding card, and the way the game is played is the whole time you're playing, the island is sinking, and you have to keep the island afloat and collect relics and then get off the island. So the four of us were playing. We got a great combination of characters. There's 6 to choose from, but you can only choose 4 because it's a 4-player game. And actually, you don't even really get to choose. You just randomly get assigned a character. We got down to literally 3 tiles. And so there's a bunch of ways to die. Each relic has 2 corresponding tiles, and there's 4 relics total. And so if you lose both of say there's like a fire relic. If you lose both fire tiles, you die. If you lose the place where you can escape from the island, you die. If the waters rise too much, you die.
Yeah.
And if you have a character drown, which I thought was very difficult to do until yesterday's game, you die. But here's the thing. there are also action cards that can prevent you from dying, like sandbags or helicopters. And I was on an island by myself, a little tile far away. My character was a scuba diver who can swim for one action.
Okay.
And my area was flooded, and I thought, you know what? It's fine. We don't need to sandbags right now. There's no way that we're going to pull this card.
Yeah.
It was the first card. And I was literally saying, it's nearly impossible to drown. I could have drowned if we didn't have the sandbags.
Man.
And, but we ended up winning.
That's awesome.
It was great.
I don't think I've ever won in that game.
You've never won in Forbidden Island?
No.
Wow. We need to play because I'm on a hot streak right now.
Sweet. Maybe we'll play this weekend.
Yeah. So that's what I've been playing board game wise. We've also both been kind of active in playing Foursquare.
Yes, Foursquare's been fun.
It's like semi-giant Foursquare. Like,
yeah, I mean the squares aren't super big, but we play with the giant ball.
And it's bigger than a normal Foursquare.
Yeah,
for sure.
But like it has to be because the ball is bigger.
It's so big, yeah.
But I mean it's been fun. Our job allows us to play a lot of Foursquare, so we've been doing that. It's been fun. Really been enjoying Foursquare. Honestly, I really get hyped about it. I've been trying to hit a in between behind the back shot. But
yeah.
In between the legs, not in between the back. In between the legs, like backward shot. I haven't really got it yet. I think it's because the ball is too big. I'm working on it. I'll let y'all know when I get it.
Yeah, keep us informed, please.
Yeah, I will. So I told you I've been watching Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
But that's really about all I've been watching. Have you been watching anything?
No, I haven't really been watching much. I've been watching a lot of YouTube, but that's not abnormal.
Yeah, gotcha. Well, I think it's time for our Nintendo Direct exclusive.
Yes, it is.
It's not really an exclusive. We're just talking about Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, if it was exclusive, we'd have money.
Other people would talk about it.
Yeah.
Anyways, Nintendo Direct happened yesterday at 5 p.m.
5 p.m. right before we recorded our initial recording.
And we recorded some really good first, like spur of the moment, like feels about it.
Yep.
But due to our technical difficulties, we lost the recording. Well, we saw the recording, but
it's just crappy.
It was really poor quality, and we felt like our listeners deserved better than that. But Nintendo Direct announced a bunch of games.
They did.
There's 3 games that we're really going to highlight here.
Yeah, and
but there are other. I want to mention first the other games. The other games are really good.
There's a Dragon Quest Builders game, another actual mainline Dragon Quest game, a Fire Emblem game.
Yeah.
All of these games are probably great.
We just don't play them.
We don't. Yeah, we're not big RPG guys, or at least JRPG guys.
Yeah. And so, I mean, if you are into those, like, they all look really well done.
Yes.
I'm just not into those styles of games. Neither are you.
Yeah, but honestly, I could probably get into Fire Emblem. It looked kind of cool.
I am excited about the Star Fox game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They announced new DLC for Starlink Atlas Starlink.
Yeah.
I forget what its name. But on Switch, it's pretty much just a Star Fox game.
Yeah.
And if you've been following Star Fox, like, you know that the latest mainline Star Fox to come out last generation with the Wii U sucked. And so I'm actually wanting to get this game, but the price is not right now.
Yeah.
If it was $25, I'd get it.
Yeah. But
the price isn't right. But I am genuinely excited to play this game someday.
Gotcha. Well, I'm gonna save that the one I really want to talk about for last.
Yeah.
But first, what I want to talk about is Mario Maker 2.
Yes.
I mean, the Switch is the perfect console for it.
It is.
But it's essentially a port of the first Mario Maker.
It is. They're saying it's not a port, but it 100% is.
They're saying, like, they added a couple other, like, new things to it, but it's a port.
Yeah.
So like, that kind of sucks.
It does.
Like, if you own Mario Maker on the Wii U, you don't really need it. But like,
yeah,
I'm going to get it.
I'm going to get it too.
It'll be fun to like be able to create stuff on the road, on the go.
Yeah, I can see this as the perfect road trip game because sometimes when you're playing, like, for example, Breath of the Wild on the road, it's
really tiring sometimes.
It's really tiring, and it's really I'm not typically prone to car sickness.
Yeah,
but I feel like
when you're moving so much,
and in a 3D open space.
Yeah,
I
can see that.
Very
Mario Maker would be good because it's 2D. So you're able to
And it's fun just creating the levels, and you can share them with your friends to challenge them.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what comes out of it.
Yeah.
But I'm excited about that.
Will you be getting this on launch?
I don't know if I'll get it on launch.
I might ask for it my birthday. It comes out a month before my birthday.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll get it on launch. But I mean, I will probably purchase it sometime this year.
Yeah.
So we'll look forward for a review for that.
Yeah, hey, who knows? We might even review it.
Yeah, that's why I said look forward for a review. Figured we would.
Oh.
We talk about things like that.
I was kind of imagining that we would promote someone else's review.
I was imagining like we would play it and then talk about how we liked it because
that makes more sense.
Because we talk about games.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
I mean, we didn't talk about other people's reviews of Apex.
That's true.
All right, this next game, take it away. This is one of your favorites.
All right, yeah. So one of my favorite games of all time is being remade and released on Switch sometime this year, in air quotes.
Yeah,
and
I hate whenever developers will be like, "Oh, coming out 2019." Just tell me the date.
We know it's going to be the end of the year.
You know the date.
Yeah. But Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening, classic for the Game Boy, direct sequel to A Link to the Past.
I thought it was going to be Wind Waker.
Yes.
Whenever they were teasing it, I was like, "This is Wind Waker. It has to be." And I love Wind Waker.
So when the trailer first started, it was like sort of an anime-ish.
It was perfect
art
for Wind
style.
Waker. Perfect.
It was, but here's the thing: if they made a game in that anime style, I'd be stoked about it too.
Yes,
but
I would too.
This other art style is equally beautiful. The game characters, game models are all 3D, but it's a kind of 2D isometric.
Yeah, I'm really excited about the new
view.
art style that they're using with it.
Yes.
It looks really cool.
It's beautiful.
It's kind of like a remake, but also still kind of a... I don't know. It's
it's more of a remake.
It's more of a remake, but kind of it still feels like a port to me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that they'll change up the game too much.
I don't think they will.
However, I'm very excited. I'm a huge fan of 2D Zelda games. I've beat more 2D Zelda games than I have 3D Zelda. And even though I'm a huge fan of the franchise in general, but I will definitely be getting this one day one.
Okay.
100%. No questions.
The game that we did get on day one is Tetris 99.
Yes.
It's the new Battle Royale game.
We were very excited upon announcement.
Whenever I had my first Game Boy, Tetris was the only game I owned for probably a year.
Wow.
So I played a lot of Tetris.
Yeah.
So I was super excited. Downloaded Tetris last night. I was trying to play. And so the idea is there's 99 players. You're playing a normal game of Tetris, but then you can attack people and add blocks to them. So like this morning I was playing and I was doing really well. I probably had no blocks above like level 5.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, my entire screen filled up and I died.
Wow.
And I don't know where it came from. I don't know how to attack. I didn't know how to defend. So that's kind of annoying. Our friend Aaron sent me a link to Reddit just before we start recording.
Yeah.
Kind of describing a little bit better how to play. So I'm gonna look at that, try to figure that out. But it's not the game I was expecting.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be better. I
think we all did.
It just seems like it's kind of clunky and weird.
Yeah. Developers of Tetris, if you're listening, maybe give us a better tutorial.
There was no tutorial. It was just like, boom, go.
Yeah, give us a tutorial, because with a game like that, it's not just like
there's a learning
common
curve.
sense.
There's a learning curve that we need to learn.
Yeah, and if there was even like a 2-minute tutorial, that would be very helpful.
Yeah. But the one thing I'm really upset about Nintendo Direct.
What was that?
Mario Strikers did not get announced. Mario Strikers is the game that I want.
But you have to know there are still a number of big name unannounced games for this year.
And so that's one thing I do like about Nintendo. They don't wait till like one time to announce all the games.
Yeah.
They'll do Nintendo Directs like throughout the year.
Yeah, it's like there's a big one like once a quarter, and then they'll do small ones for the indie games, probably once a month or so. But yeah, it was kind of disappointing that there was no mention of a new Mario sports game, but I do fully expect that in the next Direct.
Yeah, which, we mentioned Mario Golf yesterday.
Yeah.
And I said that they came out with one for the Wii. I was wrong.
Wow.
The last console was actually GameCube.
Toadstool Tour?
Well, no. So, yeah, Toad's Tour. But there was one for 3DS, which was World Tour.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm talking about console,
right?
Not handheld.
Which switches both.
Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if they did golf, but I want strikers so bad.
Yes. All of us want strikers.
But I wouldn't be mad if it was golf. Like,
I'm a big fan of Mario Golf.
They came out with Mario Tennis last year, and so it would just make sense for them to have another sports game.
It would.
Last year, it would have made way more sense for them to do strikers because it came out the week before the World Cup launched.
That would have been sick.
And I think our Nintendo really missed the mark with being able to launch a game centered around the World Cup. Like, that's huge. Like, that's a huge global market they missed.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, I guess they know what they're doing out there at Nintendo.
But
if you are listening to Nintendo, or if you know anyone that works for Nintendo,
we're talking to you, Reggie.
Spam their email and say, hey, listen up. We want Mario Strikers. Listen to the people.
And no, we don't want a port of the Wii version. We want a brand new one. But while we're talking about Nintendo stuff real quick, you, me, and Justin and Aaron all had a conversation yesterday via text about our dream Switch update. There's rumors of a Switch update
which
happening this year.
Kind of like heartbreaking in a way.
But it's also kind of exciting.
Yeah. I'm just hoping that it's not like too nice.
The rumor is that it's going to be a mini Switch or a Switch Pro.
I don't want a mini Switch. The Switch right now is the perfect size.
I would feel better about a mini Switch because then I wouldn't be jealous of it.
That's true.
That's the only reason I wouldn't care.
But I would rather there be a new Switch. If there's a new Switch comes out, I'll give my Switch to Justin and I'll buy a new one.
Yeah. But our kind of on our wish list is a 1080p bigger screen on the Switch itself.
No, I think I like the screen size right now.
Okay, but at least
quality.
1080p.
I want better quality.
We want at least 1080p on the Switch itself. But I think we universally agree that the dock could be better.
The dock is way too cheap feeling.
It is cheap feeling. But the Switch uses USB-C, and that's great. It's a great port. However, there is a port that's exactly like USB-C, but just like a little better, and it's called Thunderbolt 3. It's literally the same size. It's the exact same shape and all that. But with Thunderbolt 3, you can use an external graphics processing unit and have just incredibly better graphics. So if the Switch Pro dock had a eGPU that upscaled to 4K, and then the new Switch itself had a Thunderbolt 3 on it, like it would seriously be Xbox One X quality probably, or at least PlayStation 4 Pro at the very least. It'd be awesome to be able to play up-resed Breath of the Wild in 4K. That game's already beautiful. I can't imagine seeing it in breathtaking 4K.
But moving on.
Yeah, we'll move on because that actually wasn't in the show notes. I just wanted to talk about it for a second.
You're good. You're good. We were talking about Nintendo. Mm-hmm. We ranted about it a little bit. I think we got a YouTuber highlighter of the week.
We do, and this guy's actually our
someone
friend.
We know. Yeah. He's kind of just up and coming. He started in January.
Yes.
But he didn't start streaming because he used to stream on Twitch.
Right.
Probably about 3 years ago he started.
Yeah.
2 years ago, actually, now. He has about 105 subscribers. I don't say why I said about because I'm looking right at it. His name's TJ. He's a good friend of ours. But he uses the name Brex, BREXX Live.
Yes.
So that's where you can find him at on YouTube. He's a full-time church planner right now and content creator. That's how he's branding himself. Mm-hmm. But so on his YouTube, he talks about the content he's creating in terms of church planning.
Yeah.
But he also talks about, or he does his streams on there. So you can watch him play, and he's playing Apex recently. He plays Leagues of Legends. I'm not sure what other games he streams, and I think Fortnite occasionally.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's really good. He gives us a lot of love on Twitter, so we figured we give him a shout out. If you're into game streaming or want to know more about church planning, check him out. I don't really know how many videos he has. I'm about to look at that right now. He's got like 5 or 6 videos right now. I guess actually looking at it, none of them are his streams. They're just.
I don't think he saves his streams.
No, so you can find him on Twitch at Brex Live, or I think just Brex. But on here, he talks about streaming, but he just it looks like he's just talking about his content creation, which is kind of cool. Like, if you want to know more about what it looks like to plant a church, check it out. Like, I know there's a lot of people out there probably want to know more about that.
Yeah.
And if you don't, then don't check him out.
Yeah. So like we said, we've known TJ for a while. Jacob's known him 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
And I've known him probably
15-ish,
13 to 15 years. Yeah. Somewhere in like that.
Good friend. Give him a shout out. Tell him that we sent you. If you get a chance, I'm sure he'll appreciate the love.
Yeah, he definitely will. But before we go into our last segment, 20 questions, I just want to publicly acknowledge that last night in our recording, I
won.
The streak was broken.
I won last night. Everyone note it.
Yes, it's true. We might not have audio evidence of it right now, but it is a fact that I lost.
I slapped him. It wasn't the best slap.
It did hurt, though.
Yeah, I might have done a little hard. Anyways, but the movie that we picked was...
Wedding Crashers.
Wedding Crashers. It was a good movie.
I picked, seriously, all of the famous comedians from the 2000s, except for Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn.
Yeah. Literally everyone except for them.
Yep.
Anyways, so we're moving in to our 20 questions.
Yep.
I picked a movie.
And I asked the questions.
And we are going to see if I can stump him twice in a row.
Twice in a row. That would be unprecedented.
So, Weiss, whenever you are ready, you may start with your question.
All right. Was this movie released before January 1st, 2010?
Yes.
Was this movie released before January 1st, 2000?
No.
So, a 2000s movie again.
Yes.
Is this a primarily comedy movie?
No.
Is this a children's movie?
No.
Is this movie action-oriented?
Yes. Not primarily action, though.
Not primarily action. Is there a lot of drama?
Yes.
So it's drama with some action.
Correct. You're at 6 total questions.
Was this movie directed by Christopher Nolan?
No.
Does this movie have Matt Damon in it?
No.
Is the lead actor or lead character for this movie male?
Yes.
Is the lead actor African American?
No.
Okay.
You're at going into question 11.
Is the lead actor white?
Correct.
Okay.
I said yes. I don't know why I said correct.
I don't know. That's 12?
Going into 12.
Going into 12. So, white guy, action, 2000s.
Not primarily
action.
Not primarily
Yeah,
action.
yeah.
Don't get caught up on that.
Yeah,
You'll
drama.
never get it.
Drama.
Drama. Drama.
Does this movie have more than one main character?
No.
No. Okay. Singular main character. Is the protagonist in this movie older? Like, I'd say above 50.
Currently or during the recording?
During the...
Let me look real quick before I give you false information.
Okay.
You said, so he is in his 60s now, if that helps you.
So at the time, he was probably not in his 50s.
Correct.
Or he was.
He was, but it could have been either early 50s or late 50s.
Oh, okay.
But
he's the main.
That's not the main. You said protagonist. Oh, no, you said protagonist. My bad. Protagonist was... No, he was young. I heard antagonist.
Oh, okay.
He was younger, so he was not in his 50s.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Going into question 14.
Going into question 14. And then remember, I get a hint at 15.
Yeah, if I want to give it to you. I'll give you a hint, don't worry.
All right. Does this movie star a former child star?
No.
I thought it was going to be Transformers.
No.
I was going to guess Shia LaBeouf.
You're going into question 15, then you will get your hint. I don't know what hint to give you.
Does this movie star Mark Wahlberg?
No.
Right.
So your hint, I'll give you one of the characters in it. Christopher Walken plays one of the characters. Not the main character, but he plays one of the characters.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. I don't know if it helps you.
Is this a Coen Brothers movie?
No.
I was going to guess Men Who Stare at Goats.
That's a funny movie. You're going into question 17.
Christopher Walken is in this movie, but not as the main character. Definitely. He's not the antagonist either, because he's older than that. He's older than the 60s.
It's true.
He's in it, though. He is in it. What movies are Christopher Walken in? Not primarily action. It's a drama.
Correct.
With Christopher Walken. It's not Wayne's World, because that's a comedy, and that didn't come out in the 2000s.
Also, we might not have time to edit before your staff lunch.
Yeah, it's true. Was this released in or before January 1st, 2005?
Yes. Going into question 18.
Oh my gosh. I don't even know why I asked that. That didn't really help me.
I mean, now you know it's between
00 and 05.
Yeah. So I guess you have a little narrower gap.
Yeah.
But if you're like me, I don't know when movies were. I know very little movies when they came out, so I don't know why I have.
I'm pretty good with when movies came out.
Yeah.
However,
this one might stump you again.
There's a chance that I might not have seen this.
There is a small chance.
Wait. Is this a Disney movie?
No. You're going into question 19.
I think he was the bad guy in The Country Bears.
I don't know. I've never seen Country Bears. I'll give you one more hint to kind of help guide you. Tom Hanks is in this.
Okay.
Because I don't know if you've seen it, so I need to give you a little more.
Right.
But I think with that combination, it should help. And if you
so Tom Hanks is the protagonist.
Antagonist.
Tom Hanks is the antagonist?
Well, in my eyes, he's the antagonist. I don't know if he would actually.
Okay.
You'll understand better why I see that. I think whenever you hear the movie name.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Okay. Going into question 19 still.
Going into question 19. Tom Hanks.
I'll give you another hint after 19 too. If you still seem stumped.
Right.
Actually, that hint will give it away.
Tom Hanks, Christopher Walken, drama, action.
And there's another main character.
That
is a bigger role
than either of those.
Yes. Like the entire movie is centered around that character. The other two are just there. But they still play a decent role.
Is it League of Extraordinary Gentlemen?
No. Let me give you another hint so you can help.
All right.
I got to figure out how to say this. Because if I say it too haphazardly, you're going to get it. It's a Steven Spielberg movie. He directed the movie.
And it came out in the 2000s.
Came out in the 2000s. Steven Spielberg, Christopher Walken, and Tom Hanks are in it with one other main character.
Man.
You Googling it right now? I knew it. You cheater. You filthy cheater. You got it?
I don't. Wait. Let me give it one more guess.
Yeah, you have one guess. You might as well throw a random Steven Spielberg movie out.
Da Vinci Code.
No. All right. Released in 2002.
Yep.
Starring Leonardo DiCaprio. Catch Me If You Can.
Catch Me If You Can.
Did you see it?
I've seen part of it. I haven't seen it in a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a good movie. It's one of my favorite.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite movies. For a while there, I referenced it a lot.
Yeah.
I
should have guessed Leo. I would have gotten it if I guessed Leo.
Yeah, I almost said Leo for your last, or for one of those hints. I was like, that's just gonna be too obvious. Like, there's
actually, it probably wouldn't have been too obvious because I don't.
When I think Leonardo, I think Catch Me If You Can.
See, when I think Leo, I think Inception.
Okay. Well, let me give you a slap.
All right, this is more evidence. Pick it up good, Mike. That didn't tickle.
All right, that was a great episode. We'll get this out there soon.
Yep.
So in case you want to know more information about us, well, one, we're not on SoundCloud anymore.
Yep.
We're taking our stuff off SoundCloud. We will still be listed on SoundCloud because we use SoundCloud for our end game or our end track.
Yes.
End episode track.
And we'll be making a playlist with all of those songs.
Be on the lookout for that. But we're not going to be on SoundCloud. But if you want to know where you can find us at, go to wisecast.com. We will have it all up there. We need to take SoundCloud off that website. We should probably do that soon.
We will.
Anyways, you can also find us on Patreon at patreon.com/Wisecast.
Yes.
And we also have affiliation with what, Weiss?
We have affiliation with intotheam.com. And if you are into really cool modern apparel of all kinds, they have everything from shirts to sweatshirts to joggers to hats, accessories. If you're into that kind of stuff, give them a check out and then use our discount code WISECAST when you check out.
Yeah, you get 10% off.
And that 10% actually goes to support us.
Yeah, so it's nice. Will help support the future cause of WISECAST.
Yes. We really appreciate all of you who listen every week. And
if you're on Apple, give us a rating.
Yes, we'd love to read it live.
We'll read. No, we'll read.
Yes.
We'll read it live.
We'd love to accumulate enough reviews to have 5 stars on iTunes.
We're working on it.
We're on our way there, we think.
Yeah, we don't know how many we need. But anyways, that's been it for episode 7.
Yeah.
Sorry it was a day late.
Yes.
We will get it to you faster next time now that we know our technology.
Now that we know what we're doing.
Here's a song.
Here's a song from Video Game Remixes. You can find them on SoundCloud. This is Kirby's Dreamland Green Greens remix.
Spin the track, DJ.
Spin the track. Peace out.